best day ever, right?
Yeah, that's
You are so right about that, and no better moment to have a sit down with the Chocolate Child and Tommy D, I suppose. Best friends forever, yeah! Tommy D is our man.
We're at that age where your knees pop more than the popcorn at the movies. Yeah. I stand up, whole audience thinks I'm starting to beatbox. My hair went silver. Didn't ask me, just went. One more and I'm...
Brenda B and Tommy D. What better combination could there be? Live on YouTube, Saturday at 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern Standard.
I'm going to get better and better. Welcome to Downloading Brenda Brown, the online chronicles where I insert my memories, games, and funny friends into my universe because I hate writing things down. And how else to get stuff on the screen? Well, you download it onto YouTube and you pray that YouTube outlives you. Fingers crossed. Well, man, we have an episode for you guys tonight. We are downloading Brenda Brown with Tommy D. We're going to see how that goes. Look, the suspicion I'm no good at. I'm so bad at lying. So he's not in the studio currently. However, we do have Sauce in the City, past, present, and future in the studio with us tonight. So it's always cool to download Brenda Brown with these ghosts of these different eras in my life, because that's how I definitely monetize what I'm doing, is by how long I've been in the game. And of course, we're always starting out with Sauce in the City, past.
Yeah, Brenda. Past 30, please. Remember when I first met Tommy D? It's full of props. I thought he was on a pirate ship. We've lost him since then off the ship, but he'll be back. They always come back. Sauce in the City. It's been around a long time. People don't realize back in 2018, Brenda first touched a button and she went, "What did I do? I'm recording myself. I think I'm live on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, dump or dip or, whatever was back then."
And thus history was made. Well, welcome to the show, Sauce in the City Past. It's always cool to have you. And be able to commemorate the memories of, Tommy D and Sauce in the City. So my one question is, what was it like to meet Tommy D for the first time? And when did you meet him for the first time?
As my memory's bad, it was probably a year ago. Came on sitting in his studio, which literally looked like the deck of a pirate ship, and had a parrot, and just very humorous. I connected with the comedy. He's in Florida. He let a lot of people through the Sauce, some of which I worked with outside of the Sauce, and created Earn or Burn. You just watch the man doing comedy and hungry. That's the part I forgot, and that's what the open mic ratchet reminded me in the present. That, do I really want to be a comedian, a producer? I was asked that a long time ago, and the answer is both, and that's not easy sometimes. So the answer is Tommy D, come back.
Well, I do remember Tommy D always being very interested in the stand-up version of comedy. He was always like very interested in holding that mic in his hand and perfecting his performance on stage. And I always admired that about him because it was a natural thing. He hadn't even decided if he wanted to be a comedian yet.
Oh, I didn't know that. There's this thing that happens when they introduce you, get on that stage in the mic. You either immediately take over the crowd or you lose them. And then you feed on that energy like a sick, evil, thirsty god who then has to get stage time because that's the only time you can get high. And then people get off the stage and then they seek other substances to try and replace it. But once you have that mic in your hand, it's an addiction. I had to give it up for a year, but now I'm okay. I'm in balance, so I think I'm ready to
Okay,
make
so
up.
you found some antidote for it, and now you're all ready to go, huh?
It's balancing the manic behavior so that you can concentrate it into a cohesive manner. Wow, what did I just say?
I don't know. But on that note, we want to welcome Sauce in the City Current. Hi, Sauce in
Hi,
the City Current.
how you doing, Miss Brenda Brown?
I am doing amazing. It is cool to see the three elements of the show and downloading Brenda Brown all in one episode. It's cool because I don't have to be Miss Hostess, right? Like Miss Hostess is over there on Sauce in the City. So now I just get to kick it with my friends and talk about the past, the present, and the future of our playground. And we're talking about Tommy D. So, from what you could gather, tell us about Tommy D and the current.
Well, from what I hear from Tommy D, he's got a lot of props. He's like an on-duty magician. I guess he's got a lot of surprises for us. Just like us searching for him right now, we're still on the search for Tommy D. We're reading treasure maps because he likes pirate boats. And he lives in Florida, so we never know how the water level is going to be. So if the weather survives, we shall see Tommy D. I hope. That's you, Brenda Brown.
I, I love you. I just love you. You know what? You keep saying that you're not a comedian, but I know somewhere you remind me a lot of Tommy D when I first met him. I think that is one of the things that I love about you most because when I first met him, he wasn't sure either. He was like, "I'm not a comedian. I mean, I like it,
Yeah, I
and
mean, I ain't got no jokes or anything. I'm like a boxer that really doesn't have any clue what he's doing in the ring. I'm just rolling with the punches. All right. I'll be lucky to get one. Just one lucky one in.
well, the thing is, you keep landing them the same way that he did. You keep landing them and landing them and landing them and tickling us every episode. That's why I keep inviting you back or allowing you to come back, is because I think, much like Tommy D, I think you're going to find a comedian in there somewhere. I think it's going to be in there somewhere.
It's like
S-
finding Jay Watch at a buffet. I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
it's in there. All right. Next up is Sauce in the City Future. Welcome to the stream, funny man. I need stamps green. We were just talking about our boy Tommy D. And since you represent the future of Sauce in the City and Tommy D, what would you like to see? Unmute your mic and your voice will follow.
Shout out to the lip readers of America. Um, no, I had to give a had to give a shout out to my boy Tommy Lee. Actually, man, it's crazy. You said I'm the future, whatever like that. No, because I'm predicting the future. Tommy D will be here. Um, how I
Like,
know that is because I just got off the phone with him. He, he said he had a little problem with connecting something about YouTube or something like that. No, but he said he'll be here in a few minutes. So we shall see Tommy D. At
um,
first I thought, he overslept because,
he,
he didn't set his
he's
watch
got
right.
a show tonight because you got
I
both
got his
of them.
watch.
And you got both of them, don't you?
I sure do. I sure
God
do.
have spoken.
Well, I got one and my snake got the other one. So I don't know what.
Well, uh, I'm just glad that you guys are here because it is enough to represent Sauce in the City, past, present, and future with Tommy D. And it gives me enough people in order to introduce and talk about some things, you know, about the show, like who's going to be the last uh, comic standing or last comic on stream. There you go. So, who is the most important to the stream, right? So, we're going to talk about things like that and hope that Tommy D can get it together by the end of this video. We're gonna cross our fingers.
There's a new
Best
issue
day
right
ever,
here.
right? You are so right about that, and no better moment to have a sit down with the Chocolate Child and Tommy D, I suppose. Best friends forever, yeah! Tommy D is our man.
We're at that age where your knees pop more than the popcorn at the movies. Yeah. I stand up, whole audience thinks I'm starting to beatbox. My hair went silver. Didn't ask me, just went. One more and I'm...
Brenda B and Tommy D. What better combination could there be? Live on YouTube Saturday at 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Boy, would that have been embarrassing.
Toasted on Nationwide TV.
No, we were going to talk
girl,
about you.
what's happening?
We're going to talk about you bad, but good. It's going to be so good, but so
Well,
bad.
I heard the cheap shots when I was backstage trying to get in there. Funny man. Stole my watch. Now he's bragging about it on nationwide internet streaming. Jesus. You think you know a guy.
Well, it's good to see you on live on stream. As you can see, we were talking to your past and your present and your future as Sauce in the City. So now I get to talk to you about it. So one of the things that we were talking about is our thoughts about when we first met. So that's like something I'd like to get from you. Like, what were your thoughts when we first met on the first episode? What do you remember?
Oh, I believe I said, what part of that was remotely funny?
That's when it all started for you.
Yeah, you know, I think it's funny looking at the beginning. Like I just assumed that sauced in a city meant we were supposed to be sauced when we did the show, and I couldn't understand why I was the only one drinking. And I remember sitting there like, I don't know, on my fifth or sixth shot halfway through the episode thinking, man, these guys really know how to hold their liquor because I'm fucking hammered.
Because
Yeah.
I am hammered and
Yeah.
I'm the only one hammered.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was misled in the city, but hey, it all worked out good. We had a lot of fun.
I remember your first joke that I ever like really hee-hawed at. It was something about your wife and nachos. It was something about being cheesy, or and I just thought to myself, "Oh my God, he is going to be a miracle worker." So, um,
Some fun now, that's for sure.
yeah, tell us
They're
one of
blowing
your
up, I'm in my bathroom right now, in the shower.
is that
No,
your
this is the laugh mobile. My privacy curtains here. Look, oh, you can't see it. Anyhow, yeah, I'm parked out behind Snappers Comedy Club in Palm Harbor, Florida, as we speak. Did 2 shows last night, 1 Thursday, and we got 2 tonight. Just having a ball. Life is good. You know, life is blowing up all around me, and it's funny, all the thin threads. You know, I know a lot of comics that have come and gone your way through. Like a lot of people know Brenda Brown, and you know, it's fun. A couple people that I've met on the show eventually crossed paths with in real life, and that was kind of cool. Joey Lee was at my house couple months ago, and I met him, on your show, and he happened to be up in Sarasota, which is like an hour from me. So he came down. He was in the World Series of Comedy, and he came down, and we just hung out and had a good time. And yeah, I think there's three or four I've met so far that I met on the show originally, and then in real life. So it's kind of cool.
I think you've met a lot more than you're kind of giving thought to, but uh, we're going to go through the different eras because I would love to know in the past who was one of your favorite castmates that you maybe had in real life meet up
Well,
with.
Funny Man still is, we'll always have Vegas. Saying,
The roach in
"Much
Vegas.
obliged." I didn't know how to say goodbye, so I left him a watch, so he'd always remember me.
And then he stole the other one. He was like, it's a souvenir. I know this one's going to be a big time one. Okay, very cool about the past because that seeing you and your journey and where you're going takes me back to looking at different nuances when I first met you. So what was one of your favorite highlights? I'll let you tell yours first. One of your favorite highlights from the past.
I think it's probably one of the original or early intonations of the show when it was more of a game show format, and we had to. It might have been Sell That Skew or something. But we had to come up with. Oh, I think it was Sell That Skew or something where you had to reach for something to your right and pick it up and sell it, and I didn't have anything but a pack of cigarettes. So grabbed the cigarettes and I was playing around with just out of camera view and making it look like I'm pulling all this. My magic cigarettes, I think it was.
Oh yes, the
Pulling all this
magic
stuff out
cigarette pack.
Normal stuff, and I'm laughing. There's normal stuff, a lighter and this and that. And then there's a back scratcher or something. I pull a 1 foot back scratcher out of a pack of cigarettes, and it was.
Oh my! Do you know that gag inspired a whole generation of people that did it on the show? They had magic bras, they had magic alcohol bottles, they had that gag inspired a generation on this show.
That was inspired by Reese and her unending bra of. Right, I think she pulled a wine bottle between her boobs one night. We're like, damn. Where did that come from?
Oh my goodness. But you guys, I just remember that group of you, and now you brought up that name, and that takes me back to that class of you guys. When you were on the show. And that's what my show is about, right? That's what Downloading Brenda Brown is about. It's about me getting in a format that I can do easily, my memories of my games, my funny friends, things that I'm going to need people to know about when I'm no longer here.
Right?
And I think people are definitely going to need to know that I was around during the seedling of the amazing Tommy D, because this isn't even halfway for you. Tell us your best experience since you've been away, because it's been a minute. So what have you been up to?
But the comedy's really blowing up for me. It's fun. I guess first time I was discovered was at a comedy club in Fort Myers, and the owner was there, and it was an open mic, and I was just trying some stuff, and he happened to be there, and afterwards he came up to me. It was funny because my wife was with me, and we were having dinner there too, and this guy I didn't know comes up to me, and he says, "Are you Tommy?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "Can I talk to you in private?" And I thought, crap, my credit card must have got declined. And it was the owner of the club. And he's like, there's something about you I just really like. If you'd like to do more, let me know. And that became hosting gigs, and then, feature spots. I actually had a headlining spot there last summer, and that was Tommy D and Friends was on the poster. And that was like a big deal for me. I understand I'm still the tiniest guppy in the ocean of comedy, but I am one happy little guppy. I mean, I'm having a ball. Seeing my friends, like local friends that, like, we started out scared and nervous and not knowing how you could possibly come up with 5 minutes worth of material, and now as the years go by, looking back, and some people are still happy, just telling jokes at a bar, and that's fine. And some of us wanted to do more, and some of us are really getting traction, and it's just fun to see, like, the journey of not just myself in the mirror, but friends of mine, and where we are, where we're coming, and where we're going. And things are really kicking off for me. Like I said, I think 34 feature spots.
Oh, wow. What was your favorite one?
Well, my favorite one was at a gated community when one of the features called out 20 minutes before. I think he had something happen with his car. And we were going to have 3 of us each do 25 minutes, and the host did 15, an hour and a half show. And all of a sudden, one couldn't make it. He looked at me and said, "How much time have you got?" I said, "I guess we'll find out."
Oh my gosh!
I ended up doing 57 minutes when I was planning on doing 25. And I would tell you, it was not 57 minutes of gold, but I had enough experience to know I needed 10 minutes of gold in the front and 10 minutes of gold at the end, and in the middle was scenes from a hat, and some of it worked great, some of it not so much, but even the stuff that didn't worked up. I've been doing this thing, you can't really tell now the baseball hat on, but I usually start the show with some reference to somebody saying, "You kind of remind me of Kenny Rogers," and that becomes a bit. Well, what I've done with that is, if I have one of those jokes that falls flat, and they will, sometimes a joke will kill on Thursday and Friday, nothing. So if I start with the Kenny Rogers reference and put that in their mind early, during the show, if I have a flat spot or something that doesn't work, I'll just stare at them for a second. I'll say, "You gotta know when to hold them." And that becomes the joke when the joke doesn't work. So I've really been having a lot of fun. I was fortunate enough to open for Tom Cotter back in the spring for 5 shows, and we kicked off pretty good. I'm sure you guys know. If you don't, he took second on AGT a couple years back. Really funny guy. And turns out I met somebody else that has a big podcast in Philly. They moved down here. They were friends with Maria Elena, which she's been on the show. Well, he had done a segment with Tom Cotter. So it's like everything's connected. And now Bill Miller and Maria, the Bill Show, they're really taking off down here. And another friend of theirs is now moving down to the area, and he's going to build an 800-seat theater for comedy. And that'll be coming up in the next year. And now, my hat's in the ring with him, and things are just really looking up. They're good right now, and the comedy is going to be there's maybe more opportunity in the next year, and I'm really looking forward to that. And,
when we met back when we did you ever think that you would make it this far?
No. No. I did a 5-minute set at a local comedy club. They had a contest, and that's the first time I did it, and it was fun. I didn't tell anybody, so there's a couple hundred people there, and I got up for the first time, and I got some laughs, and I was addicted. But I thought that addiction was just gonna be telling jokes in town at that one club once in a while, and man, that's led to all kind of opportunity. Still mostly in Florida, although I do tell people, one time I did a show in Vegas. And,
hey,
yeah,
we
cool.
love hearing that.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I joke about that. I said it was a Vegas Icon tribute I didn't know who the icons were, but I was going, you know. And he said, "Can you do the show?" I said, "Heck yeah." I said, "So I guess you're gonna fly me out there. I'm gonna see my name in lights and make some payola." And she said, "Close. You're gonna pay your own way out. You'll see your face on a poster and meet Ziola." And I said, "Fair enough."
Fair enough. Hey, listen, you can't have everything.
Oh,
But
it was
you
fun.
know, growing together and seeing you back in the days and just makes me appreciate where you're at even more, right?
Yeah,
Because most people just get to see you from right now. And of course, they're going to have to put in the time. And I'm sure that you've got so much further to go. But it's just cool to have watched you sit there and go, I think I could really do this.
yeah.
And actually seeing the moment when the light bulb clicked on in the old head. So, with that being said, um, I'm so happy that the past to the present has definitely been a wild ride for you. But I've always had one question for you, and I do want to make sure that I get my questions answered because this is downloading Brenda Brown, right?
Yep.
So my one question was always, have you ever used any joke that you or any game or any situation from Sauce in the City in one of your moments on stage?
Sort of.
Tell us
Remember?
which one or how it came about.
Well, I'm. Remember back in the early days, we used to have the lyrics. You would read some lyrics or something, and we had to finish it, or that might have been maybe we had to sing it. I don't know. I remember
That's
some
exactly what we had to do. Sing
there was,
it.
there was some rap lyrics or something, and
Yes,
you put up lyrics, and we had to say name what the song was, and then sing it.
right.
And you had some rap lyrics, and everyone's scratching their butt, and I was like, "Well, it's whatever." And like, "What?" And I said, "Oh yeah." And then it might have been it was Run DMC or LL Cool J or something. Then
LL Cool J.
I just kept going with like the next three verses. And they're like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "You're the blackest white guy we know." so
You
so the other
always
night,
have been.
the other
The
night I
glass.
said something about that, and I said the black. I said they say I'm incognito.
I always tell Randy he's the best thing that's ever come out of Florida, um, because he is. He's just salt of the earth kind of guy. And I hope that you guys get a chance. I keep trying to nudge him in your direction, and I'm just for the life of me don't understand why he's not over there. But I'll keep working on it. Because you
Right?
guys are in Florida and you're right there.
My
Are you
audio,
guys
my audio cut out a little. Who were you trying to nudge?
Randy?
Randy Holden?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times. He's come down to do. Vasani's has a competition every summer, and I've seen him down there twice. And we didn't really hang out too much because like he gives you the Irish goodbye, and it's like, "Hey, nice to see you," and then all of a sudden he's gone. But
That's
we've
what
had a
I'm
good time.
saying. I'm
Yeah,
like, why do you keep why in all the time that you guys have been knowing each other in the same area, kinda ish, have
kind
you
of
not
is. He's
taken
about
on the same
3 hours.
relationship that Joey Lee and you or Phil Page and you or all of you guys are the same brothers and sisters of Sauce in the City and should treat each other the same, the same, right? So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to work on that. But we've
Bill
come to
Strickland and I almost got together. He was in Fort Lauderdale, but only for a couple days, and we couldn't make it work. But that would have been fun.
that would have been
Yeah.
fun. And you have a lot of people that have come to see you on this episode as we've been talking. I've been hearing the popcorn pop. And so the first I want to bring to you because they have questions the same way that I have questions. And I asked my questions. So now it's a chance for the ghost of Christmas past over here to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So what's your goal after Florida?
Well, I plan on breaking out of Florida. I bought this 28-year-old camper van that I'm currently sitting in. It's the Lapmobile.
Been watching you on the fake book.
Yeah, it's been an adventure. It's great now. And gonna do some traveling. I'm actually still working for a while, but I'm cutting back. I did turn 62, so I was thinking about just, walking away from work and taking Social Security early and just diving into the comedy bus. But health insurance is the big dinger there. So it's on the edge of feasible, but not smart. So, I want to stay married. So we're not gonna just yet. But I did find out I could cut back to 30 hours at work and still get the health care benefits. So they're actually very supportive. So I think what I'm going to be doing is being available. Well, if you always know when you got shows coming up. So if there's no show coming up, I'll just work 5-6 hour days. But if I got shows, I'll leave early on Thursday and not work Friday. So I can do the Thursday, Friday, Saturday 5-show runs, and they're on board with it. So that's picking up pretty good. But I do plan to travel. I got a tentative trip to Connecticut. I talked to J-Watch. If I do make it happen, where I'm going is right on the New York border, probably about 2 hours. He's upstate New York, so we might try to rendezvous there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to mention, I may produce or try to produce a show in September, maybe October, at Governor's in Levittown. They have a nice big parking lot, just in case you ever get a spot there, so you're aware of the potential camping facility.
Yeah. Well, that would be cool. I'm looking at probably September, October, like in the fall, to take a trip out. So yeah, we definitely need to stay in touch. I'd love to do that. Are you doing the Earn and Burn live, or how's that working?
We ran that for 2 seasons online. We ended that. Differences in direction of producers, which is fine. New projects. I produced a show at Governor's June 14th, which would have been my mom's 90th birthday, with an actual rabbi and his crew. Went well, and just keep going from there.
Nice.
That's all you really can do, right?
Right. You're one of the guys I look forward to meeting IRL, as the young people say.
Is that what they call it? IRL?
In real life. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell is IRL?
Yeah, it's always kind of cool to watch you guys as you guys develop relationships through the show and with each other. And I try to always keep you in the mind of taking care of one another, helping each other along, using your successes to help each other to build blocks to have something of your own when the two of you part ways. I figured out the only reason that someone holds on so tight to what you have is because you, as a friend, didn't help them to build their own. So that's one of the things I've always been like super excited about for you, Tommy, is you got out there and built something.
I was naive enough or optimistic enough. My attitude has always been, people say, like, what if it doesn't work? What if I bomb? What if you don't?
What if? So what?
What if it's awesome? So that's kind of been my whole attitude in life. I taking chances, try new things. It's not what if it doesn't work. It's wow, what if this does work? And,
what if it's actually working right now and I don't even know it?
The older I get, I realize people regret the chances they didn't take in life, not the chances they did take. Even if you try and fail, at least you know.
There you go. Well,
I'm happily married now 20 years because I took a chance. I thought, hey, I sent her an unsolicited picture, and then I asked her if it made her feel horny. She said it made her feel like a pedophile. But we're still here, so Yeah.
There we go. Well, we have Sauce in the City present. So we're going to move on from the past with the game. Now, you mentioned the game from the past of Sell That Skew, and in the current, we have an updated version. And because you're our harshest critic ever in the game division, we're going to play it with you and we're going to see if it's any fun at all. Okay.
To be fair, there was only one time, but it was a comment that will live in me.
It's Sauce in the City infamy forever. All right, so this game is an adaptation of Sell That Skew called Swap That Skew. Now, Swap That Skew is played in pairs, and one of you is the Vanna White, which is the person who holds up and shows the item for your partner to describe. And your partner is off screen and describes your item. So, because we have folks in the studio right now, go ahead and grab the thing closest to you to your left. And I'm going to put a 30-second sample on the clock. And the person that is live in the studio with us on the count of three, I want you to swap that skew. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Let's now you are the Vanna White, so you make sure you hold it up as your describer starts to describe. Let's go. 30 seconds. There's only one of you that's live. Start talking.
K
Everyone-
brownie bites in a cup. You can get them at your local K Mart. Take one out of the cup and stick it in your mouth. Chew vibrantly until nicely blended. Have some coffee or milk nearby. Don't forget to lubricate your throat. When sitting in my camper, I have powdered milk, but don't forget your K brownies. Oh, I'm choking. Somebody save me. You have a Heimlich maneuver. These are really good. I wonder how much sugar there is in these. Probably 18 grams per. Oh, I'm a little hyper right now. The aluminum box chocolate
And
brownie.
time. Very good. Now that you've gotten the 30 seconds that way, Sauce in the City pass, grab the thing nearest to you on your right. I'm going to put a 30-second sample on the clock. Tommy D, you are now the voiceover, and go.
You know, sometimes I just can't make it all day with my unrelieved pain, so I use the pain relieving patch that comes in a handy dandy robin egg blue container. You can rip it open as easily as you could rip something open. It sticks to your neck with the adhesion of a maxi pad. This has got non-slip grip. You get pain relief wherever you put it. You can put it almost anywhere. Well, but not down there. It's very hot. It's menthol. It's menthol. It's like fire. It's like fireballs. Don't put it down there. It's great for you.
And
It goes on
time.
your forehead. Great for the forehead, not the foreskin. Not
Time.
recommended for sensitive areas.
Time. All right, Tommy D, you seem to have gotten the hang of it. I'm going to let you guys go last because we have a whole studio of people who have showed up on your episode to hang out with you and play the games. But once you've gotten the hang of the game, we're going to ask you, which is the game that was created because of you, test your funny, which is a game where you guys rate the game A, B, C, D, F, L, bomb. Tommy doesn't like it. This is not funny at all. So, our next two to the screen are going to be Sauce in the City present and Sauce in the City future. And they are going to have 60 seconds on the stream in order to swap that skew. Present, you're going to go first because it's the present. Future, 60 seconds on the clock. Present, grab the thing nearest to you on your right. On your right. I don't care what it is. 60 seconds and hold it up to the camera. Rest of the cast, which is me, swap that skew.
Okay. I don't know what in the world Zerbert. Oh, it's his weed. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Hey, forget about the pain reliever patch. You know, if you really have pain and you want the natural way, get you some Zerberts. All you gotta do is crush it up, put it in either a blunt, or if you're old school, like Insane in the past, a joint. You put it in your mouth, you light it up, you smoke it, and say bye-bye to all the pain. And hello to the refrigerator, because you're definitely gonna have the munchies.
Oh.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have the munchies. What was that? Some hot chips. And with the hot chips, you're definitely gonna need something to drink. Yeah, bring out something to drink. Bam! There you go. And it said natural. It said natural. You know what I mean? So you got the natural weed, and you got the natural drink for the hot chips.
And time. All right. Ghost of Sauce in the City future. Pick the thing up nearest to you, right in front of you. Hold it up to the camera. 60 seconds on the clock. Rest of the cast, which is me, swap that skew.
Feeling hungry? Need something spicy on the go? Get yourself some Funny Man Utz red hot. Just enough flavor in there to curb your crave for the spiciness. You think Funny Man's comedy is spicy? These red hots got the flame on them, which warn you that these are definitely spicy. Make sure you keep a drink near you. Definitely sold separately.
Well, he did the best he could. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This one definitely is going to Insane and Tommy.
And I gave y'all double the time.
I know, exactly. I was like, hold up. I said, I'm looking at Tommy's broken watch. I said, I know this time is up.
You guys are the worst. Wait, sorry about that. You guys are the worst examples of this game. But good thing that the originator is in the room of said game. Welcome to the stream, Lyrical Alchemist 25. They are butchering your game in front of company. So
I know, right?
They are embarrassing us in front of company. And this is a fun game. All right.
They too early. They ain't that sauce yet. You gotta give them a little bit more sauce.
I think it's too early in the morning.
Damn.
Not enough saucy going on. Well, welcome to the stream. We are interviewing and hanging out with our boy Tommy D.
Tommy
And
D.
yeah, hanging out, talking with him, catching up with him, and we're playing a game that he wants, what he liked, which is sell that skew. And we were trying to show him the adaptation of swap that skew, but as you can see, it was not going well. So I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock, and I'm gonna allow you to pick your. I'm gonna allow you to play with Tommy D because you're the originator of the game. So you should be the one to play the game with him. Hey,
You know, quick snapper fact. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but so Funny Man Green was the first black guy on the show that I liked. The first white guy was Tommy D over Randy because I ain't even know Randy yet. But Tommy D just kind of clicked with me. He got a smart ass mouth and he was like very direct with it. Like, I like that. Boy, I like that guy.
you know, Tommy D, he kind of was the one that kind of was the snappy, get it together, Brenda.
Yep.
Like he was always, whenever he came on the show, he always kind of wanted it together. Like he hated the talking over each other and the like. He would come on the
like I
show
do.
and daddy us to death.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like we understand. We don't like it. We don't like it.
All right, Tommy D, I got you a better partner because the other two let me down immensely. All right, so I'm going to put. You did a great job in saying it was the other two.
I call for a mulligan.
That's okay because we were just warming up. So now the game begins.
Oh,
So it is going to be you and Lyrical Alchemist against Insane, and then he will get to pick a partner out of the other two. Good luck, Insane.
I kept dropping out, so I located to the back of the bus here. So hopefully my internet will. I'm hotspot my phone, but I dropped out like 6 times up in the front, so I'm back here.
Well, that's okay. As long as you keep trying, we keep flying.
That's
All
right.
right.
Go ahead, roll the
Grab
first.
the nearest thing.
Right? My, how the tables have turned.
Tommy Parks.
Oh.
Oh, literally, Tommy Parks. That's crazy. I just heard what I said. Wow. He in the bus, he really parked. Yeah, so go ahead.
oh, you go. Oh.
All right. Grab the thing nearest to you right in front of you. And 60 seconds on the clock. Lyrical Alchemist, you're on. Swap that.
I guess we're selling Tommy D then.
Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for you to pop up on my screen. All right.
No, we're not selling Tommy D.
No,
Tommy D is
no.
not for sale. He is married, so we don't know. Oh, and the wife took the cup away, so yeah, I guess just at the first part of the marriage, you lose the cup.
Well, we're showing them how it works. We're showing them how it's done, J-Wash.
How you get a divorce or how say separation? What are you showing me? I've been there already. 15 years.
Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready. Okay, we are now selling a lighter. Got a little cute. Oh, what's a nice one actually? Look at that. Oh, that's the fight. That kind of fight is what you use for leeches. If you didn't know, fun fact, leeches will burn from fire. Like people, if you burn them, they'll go away, fuck away. So use this lighter. You need this for people who won't go away. Brenda, you know about this, Brenda. People just won't leave. They keep coming back. You need a bigger one. Actually, burn their ears so they can't hear you no more, and they can't see you, and they don't want to know you. Freddie McGreen, that's for you. Bring it here. Otherwise, you won't let these bad bitches no more, okay? You'll be straight.
Time. All right. Roles are reversed. Just grab something at this point. 60 seconds on the clock. Rest of the cast. Swap. That.
Yes. What we have here is fart in a can. It's fart in a can. It's aerosol flatulence. When you just press the button, you hear brip. When you want to clear an elevator and you don't have any of your own gas, get new brip. Fart in a can. Comes in a vibrant green color with a removable top. So you can also use it as a storage container. It's great for your stash, great for your cat, great for your blunts, great for your licorice. Oh, look at that. It also holds earwax. Yes, it's Brip Fart in a Can combination storage. Oh, yes.
911, what's the emergency?
But,
And time. I don't even know what is going on right here. You guys are so embarrassing. But Tommy D, this is the cast of the president of Sauce in the City, and they were so excited when I told them that I would get to hang out with you that they have interrupted their day to come and play. Now,
I thought you were talking about the guy from Jersey Shore.
Everything isn't East Coast, okay? Some things are the South. Everybody I know doesn't live in Utica, New York. I know the show looks that way sometimes, but
this is some bullshit. We thought we were going to see Tommy Davidson. This is some bullshit. Oh, that's totally funny, Brenda.
oh my gosh. Don't attack him. He's new.
Oh, I'm okay. I like playing Battleship. Oh, you got my destroyer.
So what do you think of the cast currently, Tommy D, in comparison to the cast that you started with? Where are we now?
Well, it's interesting. I do pop in once in a while and lurk in the shadows and see what's going on. I think it's amazing the stuff you're doing with the Nacho Bryan's Cosby-esque rendition of the cast is pretty cool. I like the coloring book that you're doing. That's kind of fun. But I haven't sat like for a full 2-hour episode, so I don't think I'm up to speed on everything that's going on. I pop in here and there, but every time I pop in, it's a fun bunch. And I usually see like 1 or 2 old school, folks in there, and then some new people that I don't know yet. But I see, a lot of recurring characters, which is nice. And of course, it's good that you're still there as Principal Screecher, keeping in mind.
They have lovingly named me Principal Screecher, and I definitely love them too, all of them, even though I want to choke a lot of them a lot of the time. I still am very in love with my cast, and I was in love with your cast, the one
I love the things that never change. When I logged in today for the first time, I see Funny Man pop up, and I can't hear nothing, and just right on cue, I heard you say, "Unmute your mic," and it's like, yep, it's still there.
Always, it is always still there. And because you said something in regard to, in regards to Nacho Bryan and the animations, I don't know if you got to see yours. Did you see yours?
No, I did not.
So we'll start with this one.
Best day ever, right? You are so right about that, and no better moment to have a sit down with the chocolate child and Tommy D, I suppose. Best friends forever, yeah! Tommy D is our man.
We're at that age where your knees pop more than the popcorn at the movies. Yeah. I stand up, whole audience thinks I'm starting to beatbox. My hair went silver. Didn't ask me, just went. One more and I'm...
Brenda B and Tommy D. What better combination could there be? Live on YouTube, Saturday at 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Just doing the dance from yesterday.
Wow, Nacho, you've got a weird combination up in here.
My laptop went crazy. I'm afraid to press any buttons now.
I don't know, bro.
You are now the powerful Stroke Jokers.
Well, I guess we should go.
Sherwood Forest. Aren't a lot of foxes here?
No, I think at that the cartoon one.
Hear ye, hear ye. Now, introducing the Honorable, Graceful Maid Marian.
Hello, Maid Marilyn. We came from the Sawston to City late night comedy game show. And do you have some comedians? Of course. Come. Let's show us your village, the Creston at Rigolivant. We are in oldest times, but we still have Wi-Fi. I will tell you about the rest.
Another day of being rich. Such fakers pretending they have strokes just to get some attention. Why don't you try yoga?
I strum my lute in Sherwood shade, robbing coins and hearts I've made. Sheriff tried to flirt with me. I said, pay first, rich boy, comedy ain't free.
Yo, Nottingham! I robbed from the rich, feed the hood, and still got arrows left to make Maid Marilyn scream bullseye. Now pay up before I tax that ass twice.
Relax, lads. I'm Will Scarlet. I steal from the rich, charm the poor, and somehow my dog still gets more applause than me.
A holy man must stay humble, which is why I only taste test this roast every 3 minutes. For safety. And faith. Mostly gravy.
We don't have very visits in the Sherwood Forest, just noble Manyarns. How did you find us?
One day, I was trying on a live chat, and suddenly everything I types materializes. They came over and we started having some kind of special powers, and the laptop said, you are now the powerful Stroke Jokers. We saw a portal, and now we are here.
Just a few examples.
Score!
Let's share!
Sheriff Timney of Nottingham hoards the resources.
You guys give it up for the wonderful mind of Nacho Bryan. And this is just like, what do you call it, a trailer of the actual episode that he sent me. But because I'm on like EBT internet, I couldn't upload the whole thing. So I'm so glad that you said so. So what do you think about his cartoon series? Now, this one is one he created for them.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I tell you, I can't even cut and paste, so I'm just amazed. But that being said, that is pretty cool stuff. It's fun to see, and it's kind of neat that somehow he's got the characters of everybody. They're characterized.
They're character-esque. I would say that. No, the character would be too close, and people would start like having like seizures. But definitely one of my favorites that he's done, which is I can't wait to see where it goes. So that is the difference between the present.
I love the shit reference.
You love the what?
The comments. So Sheriff Timney's pretty good.
That's it. It's cool how they leave little Easter eggs for us all to find. And the thing is, if you're not one of us, you don't get it. So, who was out of this cast that has come here today that you see here? Let me put everybody on the screen. I keep looking for the one thing that I had, and it is just not working out to my benefit over here. But of the castmates that you've met tonight, pick your top three. That is something that we do in the present to make sure that everybody brings their best to the street. So if you had an all expense paid trip to Vegas for you and three of the other five people, or wait, four people, who gonna get left at home?
I ain't leaving nobody behind. A rising tide lifts all ships, baby. Never forget it.
There we go. We gonna pull them on a skateboard behind the funny
Right.
bus.
Yeah, I've only caught like I've been going in and out. Like I keep popping out here and having to re-enter. So I've only seen Jay Watch and Funny Man and the Joke Slayer at the beginning there. I didn't catch when I was first trying to log in. He was riffing pretty good.
Well, that's good because that's all that's in the studio. And Sauce in the City passed, which is insane. So you've seen everyone.
Oh, good. Well, then I'm leaving
Yeah.
no one behind. And
I mean, Abigail was here, but she keeps losing connection, so she had to. But of the four, which is Insane, King Joker, Funny Man Green, Lyrical Alchemist, you have an all expense paid trip to Vegas for you and three. Who are you bringing?
I'm gonna have to bring everybody except Steven, and Steven I'm gonna have to pay for out of my pocket because I'm not leaving anybody behind.
Oh my God, y'all give it up. Find the loophole. There's always a way to do it. That's what I've always loved about you. I try to get, folks to come out your way and to be out there, to go visit you when they're out there, right? And for the life of me, I can't understand why they never do. And I'm like, did you see Tommy? No. Why?
Well, it is hard. It is hard when you're trying to coordinate because everyone's on tight schedules. It was really cool. Like I said, it worked out that I got to hang with Joey. He actually came down to the house for a day, and we had fun. But it's tough, especially like when you're like I'm going to. Maria and I will be in Tennessee next week for the Clean Comedy Challenge, and it's fun. Local Florida guy that we're Facebook friends and we've never got to get together, but he's going to be up in Tennessee. So he's a Florida guy. We're going to meet in Tennessee. So that'll be fun.
Hey, you know what? You never do realize where you're going to meet up, whether it be Vegas or Maryland or Florida or New York or Atlanta, because now we have our Ratchet Tracy. I'm hoping that y'all get a chance to meet because I think that a Ratchet Tracy, Tommy D, Funny Man Green, like a Sauce in the City of all of our finest, and y'all are definitely in the top there. I think you guys would do amazing things together. Now there are definite levels, and in season 6 we're getting a little bit more personable about the levels. But now it's time to talk about Sauce in the City present. I'm sorry, future. However, we always end the segment with a game. So we have a game that we play in the present. And are you ready to play said game? Did you hear me? No? What happened? What happened? Hello? Tommy? Uh-oh. He can't hear us, y'all. Man down, man down. Y'all say hello. Maybe he can hear one of y'all.
Release the lifeboats.
Connection through Abigail's RV to Tommy
Release the
D.
Kraken.
Oh
Release,
no.
release the energies.
Take care
Nikola
of your
Tesla.
white friends. Okay,
He knows
somebody.
sign language.
Tell him to go out and come back in.
Hey,
Well,
we
do
do
the
a
sign
morning show.
language.
He can't hear us. That's right.
Do this. Write it down. Write it down. That's a good
That's what I'm
idea,
about to do.
Stephen.
I try. Yes. This is in Spanish. Tommy D. Ground control. Tommy D, please come in. Tommy D. Over. Use any
Well, you gotta
communication method.
you gotta
at
write
your
down what it
disposal.
is, not just his name.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Come on, Funny Man Green. The first couple of words, not a whole paragraph. He's suffering right now.
You know my nerves and stuff. I messed up at work. I kept.
Okay, I think
I was supposed to type in like 77, and I was like, why is this not entering? And when I looked, it said like 87. So I said, this
Oh
is crazy.
Lord. You guys, he'll be back. I think he got the message. He's out there in the wilderness in the funny van, so anything could happen. He's not on the screen no more. Hold on. He's okay. There he is. There he is. We're all okay.
It's storming like
All right.
hell here. I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. We're going to get through it like we always do. Because right now it's time for us to play Tap In. And let's see where we're at. There we go. And we had to go to another studio. Tap In is a game that's in our comedy game card deck. And it is a super simple game where we ask a question. And if you've been paying attention to what we've been talking about from the time we met up until now, you will win yourself some points. We're not really playing for points. We're just playing for pride on this one because you should know something, right? Like if you didn't know anything before the episode, that was one thing. But we've spent the whole entire 59 minutes together, so you should know something now. All right, so this is a present game that we play Tommy D to make sure that folks are paying attention to each other. Because if I hadn't been paying attention to you, we wouldn't be friends right now. I would have let you go on your way and you'd have let me go on my way.
Crossed one time in Vegas. I mean, but here we are.
That's right. That one time in Vegas.
See, not everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Sometimes it goes back to Florida. So
It went back to Florida, and then sometimes what was in Vegas is gonna come to Florida because all my friends are there. Now, y'all gonna have to promise to take care of me because I don't want to come up missing. But I think I think enough people know me. I should be okay. But we're going to ask questions, Tommy, and the first person that turns their screen off and yells tap in, you, as chosen by you, you will call on them and they will answer the question. If they get it right, they get 5 points. If they don't, the next person to turn their screen off and yell tap in that you pick will be afforded the chance to answer the question. And if they get it right, they get 10 points because the first motherfucker should have been paying attention. If neither one of them get it right, then the question is dead, done, over, Nolan Xavier Wells. And we are just to talk about it for fun because it's good to know in case you wasn't listening the first time. Okay? Rules are pretty simple, right?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to let you. Why do you keep moving? Because somebody keeps diving out of my picture. That's why. Hold on. Because you're always got the big piece of chicken. There you go. At least on this episode. Anyway. All right, go ahead and ask your question.
Where is Tommy D parked?
Not
Hey.
you,
Oh.
Tommy D.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you were paying attention, what is the name of the broken down camper van that I'm currently using to travel to comedy shows?
Tap in.
Tap in.
Who was the
Funny
first
Man.
one? Did you see?
Yep. Looks like Funny Man was the first on that one. Or J-Watch. Yeah, it was Funny Man.
I want to say the Funny Mobile.
Close.
Tap in.
Leave it.
The Laugh Van.
Close.
The Laugh
The question is now. That's right. It's a combination. It's
Yep.
go ahead and tell them the name.
It's the Laugh Mobile.
Oh, we were close. We were so
Yeah,
close.
It was the Chuckabago, but that got hard to say.
The Chuckabago. You guys are gonna name it the Chuckabago.
Poor man's Winnebago.
Oh no, y'all should have stuck with that. Y'all should have like tried that. Y'all should have. All right. Your next question.
Okay, so where is the Laugh Mobile? It's parked outside of a comedy club. Which comedy club is it?
Tap in.
Steven.
Clappers, Florida.
Snappers, close enough.
Snappers.
Oh, I was going to tap in.
Wait a minute.
Left leg
is-
tap in.
Right.
We're in the game now.
I think Funny Man agreed because isn't Flappers an actual comedy club? It's another one, isn't it?
That's another one.
You
There's
know,
flappers, clappers, snappers.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not close enough because if everybody went to go see you at Flappers, they wouldn't see you.
True.
I'm going to take my right to tap in.
That's right, Funny Man Green. Authenticator.
So during our
And I'm
chat,
going to say snappers.
Snappers is correct. Very good. Very
That's
good.
right. Like you guys got to get on. All right, so now we're going to go to the future. What is it looking like for the future of Tommy D?
Well, I plan on winning the Clean Comedy Challenge in Tennessee, and that's going to open a lot of doors. So I'm manifesting that, but there'll be 31 other comedians there that have the same idea, so we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to that. That's in Tennessee next week, and
Okay.
hopefully in the fall we're going to start touring a little outside of Florida. And I have a tentative Vegas trip planned for next summer, which would be June 2027. So I will keep you apprised on that. We'll see what happens.
We're going to miss you by one day, but that's okay because we got some plans. We've got some plans on the Vegas trip. We'll see. We got 365 days to work it out. But we definitely are digging the wraparound because all of our Sauce in the City and my future that I see with Tommy D is I hope one day, fingers crossed, that I look up and I see Snappers poster with Tommy D and friends, and like at least 5 out of 6 of those friends are Sauce in the Cityans. That would just my mind. I'd be like, like
That
yeah.
sounds like a Stephen Ray production or a J-Watch production with the Sauce in the City All-Stars or something.
That just sounds like a team effort, right? Like everybody has to be in on it. One person can't be responsible for it because it'll never get done. But I think if we all just thought about it and was like, okay, after Vegas, what if we all just said we're going to Florida? And we're going to tell Tommy, listen, we're going to be in Florida where you are on this date, all of us.
Get
Make it
yourself a bigger van.
That's right. Or at least some lawn chairs.
It's a bus.
At least some
need
lawn
old
chairs
Greyhound.
or something. Um, that's funny. Now, as far as the future goes, whenever you do get there, you only told us about next week. Are there any like super big plans for you?
Um, I've got shows booked out locally through Florida, pretty much all year. It's pretty cool. I got a show booked in January. I'm like, they called me up and said, "Can you do this show on January 16th?" And I said, "Do you mean July 16th?" He said, "No, January." I'm like, okay. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool when you finally have conflicts in your schedule. I remember the very first time I got offered a spot, and it's like, "I'm sorry, I'm booked that day." You know, it was the only show I had like in a 2-month window, but I was booked that day, and I felt like a big shot. It's like, you're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to wait in line, Sonny boy.
I'm fortunate, and I've got something every month for all the way through the end of the year. But July was a pretty big one for me. Still is. I think there's 13 shows. As a 5-show run, then I got another 5-show run. 27th ish is 25th, 26th, whatever. But yeah, I'm staying really busy. But still, you know, like I say, I'm still working, so I've had to turn a couple things down that were like out of state. Yeah, you know, still gotta pay the mortgage. So.
Oh my goodness!
I'm
So
looking forward
basic.
to when I just stop working and just do the old. I'm so close. You know what I mean? It's just like
You are, and you've come so far.
When you need everything.
I think if you just get like a little bit, I think if you just like maybe another year, 6 months, something like that, I
It's
think
got
you'll
to be
be.
consistent. You know, I've had the months where it's like, honey, see this joke money? That would have, you know, done it.
That
Like,
would have
yeah,
covered it, but it's not sure
but it's not
money. So
consistent enough yet. So,
right.
you might not believe this, but I am actually smart about these decisions. Well, I don't know. I bought a 28-year-old van, so I don't know how smart I am. But yeah, I'm
You
having
are-
a ball. Things are blowing up. I
You
want
are-
to get up to see a Funny Man and Reese, you know, getting the Baltimore, Maryland, D.C. What do you got? The DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles. I want to get up there.
Hey, you have a motor vehicle. It's the DMV. You know, I definitely want everybody to get out of their state and go to see one another because the hospitality is what makes Sauce in the City and Sauce in the Cityans. It's definitely like paying homage, and everybody wants to show you off, right? Everybody wants to say we know a Tommy D in our collection. And I'm so happy that I got to have one in my collection at Current. So now I've hogged up a lot of your time. So now I'm going to let the rest of the cast have a few minutes in case they have any questions about what you're going to be doing in the future. If they have any lingering questions about the past, or if they want to know what up with the present, because once this episode is done, we're done. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, so who wants to start off the questions?
Oh, we'll let him sing first.
Down in Florida, I knew it was snappers. I wrote it down. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you sound like you've got a good start to where you're going. Snappers is your main club. You got a show in Tennessee. That's the contest. You make connections, networking's everything. And then just, if people appreciate what you brought up there. In the future, you got to see where it goes from there.
That's a great networking opportunity. I was featuring for a guy down at Snappers, and I had mentioned it, and he said he did it 2 years ago, and there's a great networking opportunity because there's a bunch of bookers, producers, plus 31 other comics there, and he really got a lot of doors opened up just from being there. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Don't get me wrong, if you won and got the grand, that'd be great too. But apparently, it's a great time meeting people that can help you in the future. And we all have different goals. I have a lot of friends that are happy just doing the open mic at the bar every other weekend and have fun. And some want to do, my goal is a dry bar comedy special. I want to do that, a half-hour clean comedy special, and then I'm done. And I have 3 friends that have actually done that. Started out, and grown and got the dry bar special. Some have gone on and some haven't. But I have a good buddy that's local I've known for 3 years, and he just finished filming his dry bar special. So that's my goal, to have 30 minutes clean and go see what happens from there.
Okay. But then you don't quit. Then if it's in you, you just keep going. But
yeah, I think that's the secret. Just don't quit. Sometimes we get discouraged and back out, but I don't know. I'm having so much fun. I'm not going to quit. We'll just see where it goes.
Definitely on a journey.
What was that, Funny Man?
Oh, that's from King Joker. If he had anything, because Insane, he's the past. King Joker is the present. So,
what were you doing before comedy? Because you said comedy wasn't really your thing, but you kind of stepped into it. So, what were you doing before that?
Well, just to clarify, I mean, I always, like most of us, I was always the class clown and that kind of stuff. And then I just spent my life in retail, and it was always they would come in for the joke of the day kind of thing. And I always secretly wanted to try it and never did. And then I lost my brother 5 years ago, and he was 1 year older than me. And that just made me do some soul searching. And it's none of us know our expiration date, right? And we always say someday. And I realize that someday is the day before never. It really is. We tell our kids, well, someday. And it means no, And I thought, fuck it, if not now, when? And they had a comedy contest in there's a local comedy club where I live, and every year they have this contest. And I go to the shows and talk to the headliners and stuff. And Dale Jones, he told me after the show, we're talking about getting started. And I said, yeah, I just chicken out every time. He says, well, if you want to have fun, he says, go to an open mic, bring your buddies, drink some beers, and you'll get some laughs. If you want to find out if you're funny, get on stage where you don't know anybody and see what happens. So I did this contest, and my first time on stage, it's 230 people. I didn't know anyone except my wife. And man, the first time a joke hit and a couple hundred strangers laughed, I was freaking hooked. And I said, this is it. This is what I want to do. So then it's like anything. Well, once you decide what you want to do, figure out, well, how do I do it? And the longer you're around, you realize there's more to it than just telling jokes. And I'm having fun figuring that out. But I truly love it. And it's I'm lucky because my wife is very supportive. My work and friends are supportive. And so I jump every chance I get. And I'm having fun. Like I say, I look back at, I was scared how I would do 5 minutes, and now I'm a regular feature. I mean, I'm really comfortable at 25, 30 minutes. I've stretched to an hour if I have to, so it's in there, and I just keep grinding like everyone, keep grinding and seeing what happens. But it's so cool to see where you are and look back where you started, and then look ahead to where you want to be and say, yeah, I'm halfway there, I'm a quarter of the way there, whatever. But keep the goal in mind and keep grinding. And I'm never looking back. I'm just really having fun. And I met a lot of, like Funny Man, we joke around, but how cool was it that we had a blast in Vegas? How would that happen in real life? It started by chance on a game show at random, and then, it became a trip and I have great memories of Vegas and Randy's freaking battery-powered car that almost fell apart on us, and, all the roaches and all these thin threads that connect us all from this random online game shows and whatnot. So it's
okay, so I'm back, and I'm just a little bit more vocal about my shit these days, and it's not a random game show. So Let's just get that together. Okay. Um, by the time you guys showed up, the magic had already been created, and all I needed was willing participants to play the game. So what made y'all so special is that y'all all said yes right away. You never
Right.
gave me no crap about it, right? Like I said, "Do you want to play?" And y'all were like, "Yeah." And me and Funny Man Green, we've been through crazy girlfriend.
You fucking broke it.
We've been through crazy girlfriends, ups and downs, health scares. I think he done died like 8 times on the show.
I know.
And that's what I want to say on my behalf or whatever. No, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. When you know what I mean, when I was going through my health junk and all, but actually, actually on the deathbed, or whatever. No, Tommy did hit me up and you know what I mean, sent me a you know what I mean message and everything like that. So I want to tell him I appreciate that.
Aw.
You know, I
See?
got people say, "Oh, I don't want to drive 3 hours to do a show." I'm like, my buddy did a show from the freaking hospital. Fuck you. It's funny, man. I'm not dead yet, damn it. Put me on the show.
You skipped me. You skipped me. I didn't get a chance to ask my question. And that's what I love about the show. And we're now 8 years in, because it was 7 months and 7 years and 8 months. So we're like 8 years in now of creating these amazing relationships. And now I have unhardened my soul to allow people who I have since walked away from to come back to the stream and visit.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you, Tommy D, I never cashed you and you never walked away. So now this is my very first time just having a chance to sit and chit chat with someone who, we never fought. It was, I'm happy for you, you're happy for me. And when I see you, like, it's a continual relationship. And that's what I try to tell everyone. I don't hate you. You don't hate me unless you've done something to make me hate you.
I will tell you this. I'm a little older and wiser than you at this point. Well, at least older. But I have learned one thing. It's never helpful to burn bridges, but it's really nice when you've built bridges.
Yep.
And that's kind of neat when, I think it's great when people just support each other and for no ulterior motive. Like, well, if I kiss David Green's ass, maybe one day I'll get on his show or something. You know what I mean? It's like I just try to help people, and people have helped me for no reason other than to be helpful. And even like when I disagree with people, I just disagree and carry on. I don't, burn bridges and unfriend people, and well, once in a while. But I'm just saying, as a rule.
I'm like, come on. I've unfriended a few people.
A local comedian down here, and we just have different views on politics and world, but that's nothing to do with comedy, And I posted something one time. I'm not very political, and something. I remember when these tariff ideas first came through. I was also alarmed how bad it was going to be, and all I said was, I was watching the news, and all I said was, "Oh, it's nice to see these haven't had the negative effect that we worried about so far." And holy crap, this guy gets on my page, fascist, MAGA-loving, pedophile. Like, holy shit, all I said was the economy's good, So I let it go, right? And I saw him, like, I don't know, a month later at a comedy club, and I walked in, he was there, and he said, "Hey, nice to see you, Chris." And he says, "Fuck you, fascist." I'm like, what the hell? And then 6 months later, I was at a club. I wasn't performing, just there, and he was doing a guest set. And he came off, and I said, Chris, I said, we don't agree on much, but that was a pretty good set. And he says, "It's going to take more than a smile from you, fascist, to make amends." I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I was just trying to be nice. Don't burn it. Oh, bridge I burn, but I'm more about building them than burning them. And Brenda, we have a bridge, We have a bridge to the past, and I think there's a bridge to the future. And I'm kind of excited to see where all this shakes out,
Me too. And we share the same name. Everybody else will have to figure that out. But I have to figure that out because I'm like, maybe I'm funny. Maybe there's a comedian in there somewhere. And then again, maybe not. Maybe I'm just good being the best friends of. And you are definitely one that, as the day that I met you, I was like, oh yeah. And then, like in today's climate, how everything is, I'm like, listen. I may have gave y'all the last one, but if you do it again, you're on your own. But I still can't live a day without my Tommy D, my King Joker, my Funny Man Green, my Sauce in the City past. Of course, it keeps following me around, so I think that's a good name for him. And of course, every other Sauce in the City and that has helped me to have a reason up until this day to say Sauce in the City, right? Because it could have died a long time ago. But thanks to the time that you gave to the show, it lived on for at least those years that you were with us for what, a year, 2 years? Two.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
Okay. It lived on for those 2 years off of your blood, sweat, and comedy. So we thank you and all the future Sauce in the Cityans that are coming along, such as King Joker, who is the newest to our territory. He thanked you for helping to keep it alive so that he could enjoy. Now, we've come to the important part of the show because we have some business to take care of. And this is one question that I need to know, Tommy D. We have finally broken down and created an online open mic. I heard the cries of the comedians who want to work on their material and have the need to have the attention on them solo. So we have created the online open mic. And we would love for you to come by and be a judge of our open micers because 3 minutes wins somebody $20 at the end of every episode.
Oh, cool.
Yes, it is so cool because it is the ratchet open mic and there is some pretty ratchet comedy out there. So nobody but the king of clean to come by to tell you how ratchet you are would be more funny.
Right?
So
I'll
would
be
you?
the dirtiest clean comic you know.
I know, and I think that is what was also always so good is right underneath Tommy, right underneath. I was like, if you flick him the wrong way, it's gonna go the wrong way.
I had a comment. I think it was a compliment. I was doing a show, and this lady says, "You know, you're naughty, but you're not dirty." And I'm like, "Yeah, it can go either way." Like I do have jokes that if it's a younger, I will dirty him up a little. But it's easier to dirty up a clean joke than to clean up a dirty joke. But even I have a lot of young comic friends, and they come out of the gate like thinking everything's got to be F-bombs and all this really edgy first 5 minutes, and no, it doesn't. And I was telling them, my friend Danny, I said, you're going to get so many more doors opened up if you start clean, because you can get dirty later. Like if you got an hour show, you start by the end of the show. You can say whatever you want, but you got to get him on your side. And sometimes it is so subtle, like he has a joke. His punchline is, "I used to fuck him all the time," and it's a good bar joke. But I said, if you just tweaked it to say, "I had sex with him all the time," it's the same joke, but now you're in the door. So I'm helping him get it clean enough to get opportunity without losing his character, But I'm trying to learn how to dirty things up when I need to. But it's just, not my forte.
Well, we have this song. I don't know. Let me see if we're in the right studio for this. But here we go.
It's funny, man, here I'm gonna sing a song so clear. Brenda's got tricks to show you too. We'll have some fun with the whole crew. Learning from each other now. Growing while we take a bow. Na na na, gonna have good times. Hey hey hey, under the night sky. Na na na, gonna laugh and play.
Hey, 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 all through the day. Boom, chicka down, chicka down. Oh, shout out to JI Music. Anywho, the song, like it says, brings me to your point. We're all learning over here together, and we all watch you and low key stalk you still, and we learn from you too. So we would love if you would come by, and make bringing your wisdom and your love for Sauce in the City and what it takes to be a Sauce in the City. And you guys have to have just a little bit more than regular comedians to actually be a Sauce in the City. And did you know that? You have to have that little bit more. You have to be a great stand-up, but you have to have that little extra. So we would love if you would come by and be our Randy Jackson of one of our online open mics. I think it would be great for them to rub elbows with you.
Oh, I'd be happy to. Personally, I don't like to I don't like to do the online comedy like open mic type stuff, or like for me, because you don't get the instant feedback from the crowd. It's challenging for me to it's almost like talking to yourself because
Don't be so right. Yeah.
energy, so I've done a few, but I prefer the live, just the feedback. But I'd be happy to sit in and listen and give you my opinion for whatever it's worth, because my hats off to people that can do that and do that well. For me, I just need the feedback when I'm on the mic to kind of hear where it's going,
Well, it's kind of like doing comedy with a trainer mitt on. Okay, so you really have to give it your all when you're on stream, and you have to actually go above your all, right? Because now you've turned into a character, right? And you have to live through the stream, which stand-up comedy, you're going to get the immediate energy. From the screen, you have to kind of snatch the energy from the souls of the people who are looking.
Or pretend and visualize.
Right.
That. Yeah.
Well, well, you don't have to. All they have to do is pay attention. Because you, Tommy D, you're one. It doesn't matter on the stream, on the radio, walking by. People are going to notice you. It's not your comedy that does it. It's you.
Yeah.
The fact that you are funny is a bonus.
Yeah.
And I think you've mastered it perfectly. So we have to definitely get on to, we're not done, but I do have to squeeze in this because we got to vote somebody off, Tommy D. You see, they always argue or they disagree with who leans on who the hardest on the show, right? Because you can audibly tell when certain people are not on the show. So we have a live contest going on within the walls of Sauce in the City out of 13 castmates on the show. Right. And there's only going to be one of them that's going to be the most needed and leaned on castmate at the end of 13 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Now, every week we vote off a castmate. And you may know some of these folks. And then again, you may not remember them, but if you do, feel free to chime in because
Okay.
I want to know from the castmates. I'm going to read the list of names once again because someone gets the boot again this week and is out of the running for the king or queen of the Sauce in the City stream. And the $150 at least
Got ya.
in cash and prizes.
Right.
Okay, so the remaining people, because Tony Klein was the first to get the boot, and then Bacon was the next, even though she doesn't care because she's booed up at the moment, which is cool. But as the numbers go down, somebody's going to want the money. So out of Abigail, Funny Man Green, Charms, J Watch, Rennie Jenny Santana Beans, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., King Joker, Randy, Ratchet Tracy, or Zeke, or I already said you insane, right? Because you're at the bottom there. Or insane. If I didn't, who do y'all think is going to get the boot next? Not who you're going to vote for, but who do you think through last week's performance? I'm sorry, Tommy, I just love your face. Who do you think through last week's performance is going to get the boot and why?
Last week's performance.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I have
just
to
based
think
on
back.
last week's.
Zeke.
Why Zeke?
Because I'm going to take over the screen. I'm going to Dickie head ass this shit until it goes crazy, and then I'm going to show up Sauce like I did the first show because I heard Sauce in the City, and I'm like, oh, I think I have to drink and get high and act crazy.
Why does everybody think that? God.
Sauce in the City and get lost.
We're
I
going
don't
to
know.
have to evaluate who you guys hang around. Funny Man Green, out of the list, who do you think is going to be the next to get the boot and why?
Okay, so this has nothing to do with people's funny or whatever like that. No, because Tony, shoot, he got booted out, and I mean he was like second place in the junk or whatever like that. No, Bacon, I mean it's all about I mean like participation and if you're able to come or whatever. So
Well, it's a little
you
bit
said
about
earlier. You said earlier. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. And about the funny. I'm talking about I mean the people that's been voted out so far or whatever.
Right. Right.
And it's about I mean like the interconnection and different things like that and all. So with that being said, I'm thinking people might sway on Abby because I mean she can't even though she's trying to come, her internet or whatever won't allow her I mean to come on or whatever. I mean that's like me at a job. I could be a hard worker and everything like that. No, but if I'm not showing up because my car keeps breaking down, I don't have a job. So
That's true, but Jimmy George Hayes Jr. is there on the same platform. So there's still
yeah,
and she did at least make like she was here tonight. Her internet just wouldn't have it. So that at least shows me commitment to the game.
right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay. But good thoughts. What do you think, King Joker?
I think it's gonna be Zeke. I mean, I don't even homeboy in the same hood as me, and I don't even know where he at. I haven't seen him in a minute.
He's all
Like
like
that's I can find Jay, but where's Zeke?
where is Zeke? But
He
then
was
in
on
that,
last night.
that's true.
I was
And
medicated, so yeah.
and Charms hasn't been here in a while. So
She was here last
now
week.
Yeah, she was there last week.
Okay,
I made her
she
show up.
was she wasn't here. She was like the ghost of. She was like coming
True.
through the stream, right? Like she was there, but she wasn't there, right? She so like okay, because let's talk about each one of these people. Like, okay, so Abigail, we've already pleaded her case. I'm gonna fight for Abigail every day, every time I get a chance, right? Because Abigail is like, she tries. I get it. Like,
Right.
life be
Yeah.
lifing, it be hard out there for a pimp. I get it. But let's see. Funny Man Green, like you were frozen on the screen. Like I got talked about because I was like, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
We got to keep going, but I hope you're okay." And let's see. Charms, we already talked about her. Jay Watch, well, I don't think anybody would. Yeah, he may win. He may walk it all the way to the win, but there are a lot of people, there are a lot of y'all that do a lot for the show. And your castmates lean on you to be here. Like King Joker, when you're not here, up let me see. Tommy D, when somebody tells you that they're going to be there and then all of a sudden they're not there, what happens to you? Like, talk us through it. You just found out they're not coming.
That's when I got to remember that I'm a clean comedian.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough because when you commit to something, people count on that, and it can really throw off the rhythm of a whole show. Even if you think, well, I'm only one person out of 6 or 8 or whatever, it does make a difference. There's a lot of planning that goes into things, and it falls apart if you don't do what you said you would do. And you understand that sometimes life gets in the way, and yeah, maybe you had a car accident, something. But I keep thinking back to, half jokes about Funny Man has streamed in from the freaking hospital. It's kind of like.
And let me.
Generation where you hurt yourself, your mom's like, "Did you die?" It's like, no. Then go back outside and play.
Exactly. And let me tell you something. Funny Man Green is from a long, long line of people who have made it through extenuating circumstances in order to be on the show. The Charlie Mack, that's right, you got to put the in front of it now. The Charlie Mack actually did an episode outside on the side of the road while waiting for AAA to pick him and his car that was on fire up. So, with that being said, that brings me to this next video. I want you guys to listen to The Excuse, take 1, featuring Randy Holton. And then I'm going to ask you guys if you're going to buy it and why. All right, ready?
Brenda, the reason why I missed the show last Sunday was I had to go out to Lakeland for work in my work truck, and it has 6 tires. Well, 3 of those tires shredded. So I only had 3 tires left on a 6-tire vehicle. And I was stuck in Lakeland for 4 hours. That's the reason why I missed last week's show.
All right, so Tommy D, you're first. Are you buying it or?
Well, I actually have been in a similar. I would buy that one because you're looking at staring death in the face. When you're down to 3 tires out of 6, it's like I do a lot to get on the show except die for it. So I got to give him a little on that one. It's not like he said, I'm tired, I stayed up late last night, my dog ate my jokes, whatever. A little bit of safety first. I know it. But I can see David in the hospital going, that's bullshit.
waking up from his coma to say, or Tracy or Ratchet Tracy waking up in the hospital like, fuck that. So Sauce in the City pass. Does that excuse pass the smell test?
If you're driving on half of your tires, that's pretty insane. I know you need at least 3, if you're a tricycle, but still, if you were stuck, you had internet, he missed a show, now he loses 3 credits from future residuals that may be seen in 2052.
Oh
But
my
the
God.
caveat is, I would say, but send me a picture of the tires.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. You're right with me, Tommy D, because I was going to ask Funny Man, I need stamped green. Is there any way that you could see that Randy could have still made the show given the excuse that he gave?
Well, in my opinion, it doesn't matter if I bought it or not because he is. I mean, you know what I mean? Like with Randy, it's like the person, that doesn't get picked or whatever like that. No, I'm like, okay, well, give me my ball. I'm the one that brought the ball. You know what I mean? He's the one. He's the one that's paying for the jump. So you saying Jay Watch might win? Randy could sit there and talk about that $1,000. The $1,000 money bill, and hello. You can do it all. You can do it all through the episode, like through the whole contest, and still ain't nobody gonna vote him off because without him, there's no show.
That is so true. I told him
he bought you the computer.
the computer, the internet that it's on, the security system that guards it from the stuff, the thing that I make the flyer with, the prize money that I pay y'all with occasionally. Actually, more often than not, but him, Vanessa Ray, and Jim Zachary Jr. Sharing that. So shout out to everybody who makes sure that I have to give.
And
so
Lloyd.
yeah,
Lloyd Legacy Sharp. He
and
helps out.
Lloyd Legacy Sharp and Michelle Benson and you and the rest of the cast. All right, King Joker, what do you think? Does that excuse pass the smell test?
I
Is
mean,
there any way he could have made it?
I mean, he could have. I mean, but I've been in Lakeland, and the signals are shitty depending on where you're at. But I would like to see the tires. Like, I want evidence of that happening. And if he even had signal, that's great. That would have been great for the show. We'd have Flintstone your ass to good signal, and we get it popping.
You guys are terrible and fun all at the same time. We are now at the end of another episode. We try to keep it shorter rather than longer than usual. So with that being said, you, Tommy, what? Go ahead.
What?
Oh, when you was talking about Randy or whatever, I was going to remind Tommy pretty much the cast, whatever. I was like, hey, Tommy, remember when Randy did a 10-minute set on fried chicken in front of
Oh my God.
in front of 100 black people?
For a second,
See, that's great.
well, this is how it ends.
Oh, I'm glad that we still have him. So that's like the first thing. And what Randy doesn't understand is he might just be the winner of the episode. That would save him at least $100. So that's the same thing that I told Mr. Insane here is get in that open mic and defend your $100 unless you just want to give it away. And in that case, just give it away. But you definitely have to have credentials and something that the other kids in the studio will respect. So, Tommy D, I'm super excited that you will join us uh, as a Randy Jackson on the open mic so that we can just see who is the next up and coming Tommy D's and uh, Charlie Max and Funny Man Greens and King Joker and Insanes and all the Ratchet Tracy's of the world. Because all of you guys started, y'all may not remember, but I remember all of you started at this kernel of faith. And I was like, no, you got something there. Keep going. I tell Nacho all the time, Nacho Brian, because he had the stroke and it took out a lot of his brain function. But when I see him heading in a certain direction, he is picking up speed like nobody's business. And whenever I see him try to hang his hat up on good enough, I always put hashtag push because I want you guys all to take one thing from Sauce in the City. And that is when you think you pushed it as far as you can, you haven't. Right? I want you to hashtag push. I want you to remember me in the back of your mind going, Tommy D, empty the tank. Find something else in that last toenail that's, that's going to make this more special than the last and the last and the last. Because I never want you guys to get hung up on your last. Oh, look at that. Dropping bars this in the middle of the day. Anyway, Tommy, so what we do in our present on our way out of the show is we had to update, the shout out part because everybody and their mama was like, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. I was like, never mind. I'm an innovator, not an imitator. So we've turned it into point score, but since you don't really have any and nobody was paying attention, we're gonna go to on to let you tell people what you're doing tonight because I know you're killing time because you're getting ready to do something. So what's happening?
Yeah, actually, tonight is the last 2 shows of a 5-show run here at Snappers in Palm Harbor, Florida. So I've been camping out back, kind of hanging out during the day, working on set lists and stuff, and I'm just having fun. I took a picture from the back of the van looking forward, and I might even post it. It's like, yeah, this is what it's really like. Here's my little desk and laptop and an ashtray full of cigarettes and empty Gatorade bottles and this side of it. You see up on the stage telling jokes, and this is the other side of it. But I do want to just one little word of wisdom to everybody who's trying and coming up. A lot of it is the grind, a lot of it is hard work, a lot of it is stage time. But there's also just that little random. Sometimes you are one joke away from getting your shot, from getting your opportunity. And I know for me, the whole reason that 3 years ago I was at an open mic at the other Snappers 4 hours south from here, and the owner happened to be there, and he was walking by, and I just took the stage, and I started with just something stupid but funny. I'm an old guy, and I grabbed the mic and I looked out and I said, man, I wish I peed first. He heard that and he laughed because he's older too, and he turned around and listened, and it was that one stupid one line, one joke just to get attention, and then he heard me, and boom. And I think there's so many comics out there that are they just need to be heard one time to get the doors to open. And I wish that for everybody, that you get heard and you get that one laugh, that one guy to turn around, because there's so many great comics, much funnier than me, that just haven't had the shot yet.
You know
I'm
what,
just joking.
Tommy
I'm
D?
pretty funny myself, but I'm just saying,
You,
a lot
wait.
of hard work, but there's a little bit of luck in there too.
I
And
think
wish
you.
that luck finds you.
I think you found them. I think you turned from the guy looking for the guy that you're describing, or lady, or whoever. I think you turned into that guy. I think you're the guy now that should clean the cotton out the ears and start to listen to the voices around them, because you're now the guy, right? Because now you now own the opportunities um, that help the people that you're talking about to be heard, right? Because you only need that one person to hear you, and
Yep.
then that's going to amplify whatever it is that you're doing. I think here on Sauce in the City, I say once you get their attention, you got to give it to them, right? You can't be like, no, I'm going to hold it for myself for later, because later may never come. So, we definitely, you answered all my questions, because I, I was going to ask you your last words in case we never have any words again, but you answered those because you said you hope every. So now I have nothing. So now what I'm going to do is we do something in the present called the comedy stress test. And in order to take us out of here, I am going to open the floor to the next undetermined amount of time for not only the people that are new here, our newbies like King Joker, who have never heard you, but also to the folks that miss your funny like me. And I'm gonna give you about 3 minutes to just give us your funniest on this comedy stress test. And go.
I don't know. I can't give you my funniest in 3 minutes, for goodness sake. But I can tell you, it is different. You know, it's different. I grew up at a different time. You know, we didn't have feelings back then. You know, Feelings was a sappy love song, was overplayed on the radio. Everybody sang it. Frank Sinatra covered it. Cher covered it. Beaker covered it on the Muppet Show. You remember that? They even had Elmer Fudd did it. Elmer Fudd had a version of that. I was doing a show last night, and there's a guy out there. He looked like Snoop Dogg with a good haircut. So I called him out. I said, "Dude, we love seeing you at the Olympics. That was awesome when you were co-hosting." Everyone looked at him. I said, "You remember?" He says, "Hey, you're hanging out poolside with the D-O-double-G, watching the women swim. And if you look at them bathing suits with me, you'll see some C-O-O-C-H-I-E." That was good. And it was sad though. I read in the paper that the lead singer of the Village People just passed away. Did you see that?
Nope.
I don't know. I was sad to say that he's D-E-A-D. Kind of mad that he's D-O-O. I love the Village People. I had that album, you know. I had the album. My buddies and I would debate, like, who's the coolest? Is it the cowboy, the Indian, the biker, the policeman, or the construction worker? And we fought about it, but we all agreed that the cowboy looked a little gay. I'm just saying, it was different, you know. And this whole LGBTQ thing now, there's too many silent letters in that, you know. When I was growing up, the LGBT was silent because the Q covered it. It was easy. It's a simpler time. But hey, I appreciate you all, and I wish you nothing but the best. And you know, Brenda, I will tell you this: every time I leave the house, I look at my wife and I say, if I get hit by a meteor or an airplane falling out of the sky and never come home again, I want you to know I love you. And Brenda, if I get hit by a bus or I get electrocuted tonight on stage with the microphone, I want you to know I always look back with fond memories on meeting you and hanging out with the gang on Sauce in the City. Look forward to seeing you again.